Hey, I want to talk about cultural genocide. Let's start here at home in Canada because there's plenty to talk about. Just the Indian reservation system itself, sequestering a culture away from the dominant culture, right? And then, of course, creating an entire mythology about them. The lazy Indian. um, and if you want to talk about more actual genocide, you can talk about the residential schools, which I would call concentration slash death camps. I know people who were in them, who were my biological, my one generation above me. All those people were in residential school, and I can tell you some stories, which I won't. I'll save it for my larger performance art piece. And what does the media call it? Oh, they found some unmarked graves. That's nice. Moving on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't need a criminal investigation. It was just an unmarked grave. That's the attitude. It's a mass grave of children who were murdered. Yeah, that's a bit more emotional, isn't it? The language is designed to make it sound as benign as possible. And there are places where they refuse to do any investigation. Just outright refuse. No, we're not going to do that. It's not important. Nobody needs to know. It's disgraceful. One of the main things that they did in these residential schools is punish you brutally for speaking your own language. It's the reason our indigenous languages are all dying. And if you want to talk about more cultural genocide, you can talk about what's happening down in the States right now towards the entire transgender community. Because at one point there were 200 plus government bills that were in play that were targeting the transgender community. The concept of legislating us out of existence. That's the very definition of cultural genocide. So I'm going to leave it at that.